There's a very good chance the sunscreen you're putting on your face and body every day is made with toxic chemicals that leach into your skin, can stay in your body for a long time, and can cause a whole host of health issues. And summer is right around the corner, right? We're gonna go to the beach, we're gonna go to the pool, and I want you putting the best quality, most effective sunscreens on, and that's gonna be these, the mineral-based sunscreens I'll talk about in a minute. And you wanna stay away from the traditional chemical-based sunscreens, the stuff, to be honest, I was using my entire life until recently, because those are super, super bad. I'm gonna go straight into the best and the worst. Before I do, this video is sponsored by the longest channel supporter, Thrive Market. The cool thing about Thrive Market is they have one of the best quality mineral-based sunscreens on the market for a fantastic price. But also, in case you don't know, Thrive Market has all your favorite stuff from the grocery store, but it's cheaper. Per order, you save about $32 and the box comes to your door. Thrive is the bee's knees. I have a promo code for y'all. I highly encourage you to click the link in the description box. You'll get 25% off your first order, a free gift up to $31, and it's 30 days risk-free. So if you don't love Thrive Market the way I do, you can always cancel and get your membership fee back. But I'll talk to you more about my favorite Thrive Market items later on. Okay, here's the deal. There's two kinds of sunscreens on the market, mineral-based and chemical-based. Mineral-based is where it's at because it's usually made with zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. Those are non-toxic sunscreen agents that don't penetrate the skin, the biggest organ in your body. That's very important because the chemical-based ones that I grew up with and probably 90% of people use, they do. They penetrate your skin. They're found in your system for weeks after, but get this, the chemicals also make it to breast tissue. It's been found in breast milk, and it can affect the weight of your unborn baby. So especially for the baby mamas out there, you want to get mineral-based. But here's the deal. Don't be deceived just by when you see SPF 50 or SPF 30. The SPF only refers to one of the two rays. There's UVB and UVA. SPF is only about UVB rays. It's not taking into account UVA, which is the more harmful ray that goes deeper into your skin, causes more cell damage and more aging. So whatever kind of sunscreen you buy, hopefully mineral-based when you're done with this video, you look for something that says broad spectrum. That'll protect you from UVA and UVB. So without further ado, what are some of the best? We'll go body and face sunscreens. For me, you're gonna go mineral-based because what I just talked about, and I love this company right here. Badger. Okay, Brad actually turned me on to Badger. Badger is unique for a couple reasons. Number one, they make their own sunscreen. They don't outsource it to third parties in other countries. They're 100% mineral-based. Active ingredient is zinc oxide, but what's so cool, especially this, I took this and all these actually on vacation. We took a family vacation to Turks and Caicos last week. This is their face stick. This will be my new go-to face stick. This used to be, back in the day, the Neutrogena, and I'll tell you why that's bad. This face stick is so interesting because the active ingredient is your zinc oxide, but the inactive ingredients are literally game changers. They use extra virgin olive oil, which is good for your skin, but I found out it's a food grade, edible extra virgin olive oil, and that's it, a little bit of cocoa butter and shea butter. There's no toxic chemicals in there. It's really, really high quality, and so is this one, the body lotion. Now, this is a kid's one, and I have the regular one too. I asked Badger actually on DM what the difference is, and it really is just a natural fragrance for the kids to make it smell more like vanilla-y per se. So there's really no difference. You don't have to buy an extra one just for the kids, but that's really good because it's mineral-based, doesn't penetrate the skin, and doesn't have any filler ingredients in there at all. Other good brands too, Thinksport, right? Thinksport is a very good one. I was using this primarily on my body and the Badger on my face. Another good one, actually, I was at Whole Foods a little while ago, the 365 Mineral Sunscreen. When you look at the inactive ingredients, it's all clean. There's none of those filler and other toxic ingredients. But one I really love that I just ordered, it didn't come in time for the video, on Thrive Market, they have their Thrive brand mineral sunscreen that is actually about 30% cheaper than the Badger. and the ingredients are just about the same. So when you use my promo code down below, you get an extra 25% off on top of that, plus your free gift and your 30 days risk-free. And I put a list of all my favorite Thrive Market items in the description box, along with shampoo and conditioner, collagen and ghee, and all that stuff. But mineral-based is the way to go, because when you go to chemicals, it gets a little scary. You can essentially pick up any non-mineral based sunscreen and it's going to have one of those no ingredients. I have to break out my notes here because they're kind of like science speaking, but that general top 3 toxic chemical ingredients you want to avoid in sunscreens are oxybenzone, which is a little hard to find these days, which is a good thing, actinosate, and homosalate. Now, the thing is, this is something I used to buy, this kind of brand, and if you're a Costco shopper like we all are, they have the spray bottles of these and the big ones. I used to get them because they're a great deal, and I used to buy the Neutrogena face there also. I don't do that anymore because even though the price is super tempting, if you look at the active ingredients, you don't see any of that zinc or titanium dioxide, so it's chemical based. But they have the one I just talked about, the homosalate in there. And the problem is when you talk about the top 3, and by the way, EWG, I'll put links down below, Environmental Working Group, has great extensive research that I used for this website, for this video. Homosalate is a endocrine disruptor, and the EU has actually officially said that, but the US hasn't. And the EU has actually banned certain chemical ingredients, but once again, we haven't. It's kind of like our video about fake foods. A lot of stuff is banned in other countries, but it's not banned here. Oxybenzone is one of the most toxic ingredients in a sunscreen. It penetrates the skin. It's a hormone disruptor. It screws around with your testosterone and your estrogen. And the actinosate isn't necessarily so bad for you, it's really bad for the reef. And the really cool thing about these mineral-based ones, they're not going to be hazardous to the reef. And I know certain places like Hawaii do not allow sunscreens that are bad for the reefs. But when you start going to other ingredients too, let's just say the top ones don't look too bad. The inactive ingredients is where the devil in the detail lies. A lot of times you're going to see things called parabens or PEGs. And the longer the list is, it's kind of like with doing food, the worse it's going to be. So you'll have the inactive ingredients, but stuff like that can be parabens, BHTs, phenoxyethanols, and parabens are another hormone disruptor. Hormone disruptors are actually very common in household cleaning agents, which is why we only use stuff like Branch Basics that are non-toxic. But all those Cloroxes and Windexes, those are endocrine disruptors. They really mess with hormones. BHT is a fragrance, but that's where a lot of people get irritated skin from or rashes. Lots of people have issues with that. And you also have other irritants in there too. The thing is, as bad as those are, probably the worst of the worst is sprays. And I'm super guilty of using this because back in the day, talking like 12 years ago, I used to love playing 2-on-2 beach volleyball in North Avenue Beach in Chicago. And I would spray this left and right because it's easy as can be. The problem is, number one, it's not as effective. But number two, there's no mineral based for the most part sprays, but even if they were, you don't want those minerals and other ingredients being inhaled into your lungs. And how do you think the chemical or the sunscreen comes out? It's with a chemical propellant, the same as like most food sprays. That propellant and the ingredients in here are not meant to get in your lungs. And since the things kind of stick around for weeks and weeks and weeks, you don't want that extra nasty stuff in your body. So I'm not going to call out too many other things by name. Sun Balm is expensive. It's not ideal, but for cheaper, I'd rather go for Badger or Thinksport for the face, Clear Zinc Badger for the face. Neutrogena, you can definitely do better. It's not terrible, but it's always going to have some of those inactive ingredients that, in my opinion, you want to avoid. And it's not always more expensive. So what I'm going to do in the description box is give you the best, the okay, and the worst. And I really think you want to put the best quality stuff on your body. And like I said, Thrive Market has one of the best mineral-based ones on the market, and it's 30% cheaper than the brand name I was talking about here. So check them out using my promo link down below, and I'll put all my Thrive Market favorites in the description box below. But that is it. If you want to know about effective non-toxic bug sprays for the summer, please leave a comment down below. Or if you want to know about shampoo and conditioner, spoiler alert, a Cure is a great shampoo and conditioner, and it's $3 cheaper on Thrive Market. Just let us know. Comments down below. I hope you found that helpful. And I know I just got back from an island vacation, but I used so much of the mineral-based sunscreen, I didn't get that much color, so I'm calling that a win. But that is it. For me and the whole team, I'll leave you like we always do. Hashtag keep on cooking, mad love, and peace.